Hey, good morning, seventh and eighth grade. For those people who have been struggling, I am sorry that you're struggling. Please come to the office hours Monday through Thursday, 11:30 to 12:30. Click on your Zoom link through the Bitmoji Classroom. Without you coming to office hours, I really can't help you because you need to ask questions. And if you need help, I'm there every day except Fridays and the weekends. And I sit there to help you. And very few people have actually come to office hours. So I would definitely suggest you come to office hours. Now, one of the biggest struggles, number one, was the discussion prompts. All you do is click on the discussion, look at the prompt, and reply to it. There's a little button down at the bottom that says reply. Click that, type your answer, and submit. So that's how to do a discussion. Now, how to do outlines, I'm going to walk you through that right now, especially for the seventh graders, because the eighth graders should know how to do it unless there are any newcomers. Then you might not understand, but actually the one newcomer picked it up and did a good job. So I'm going to share my screen for you, and then we will proceed to teach you how to do an outline for Mr. Caprero. All right. So here we go. As you can see on the screen, you will see the art class, but don't pay attention to that. I just use that as a tester. And the world history book. So you need your world history book and you need your Canvas. So as I come to Canvas, I click on my modules, and this is my test assignment. You will, once this video is done, I will upload the video to your announcements, and you can watch the announcement anytime you want to learn how to do outlines. But I'm going to walk you through it right now, and as I do this, I'm actually recording this. So I would click my assignment, and it says how to do an outline for Caprero, outline chapter 1, section 2. So I would hit submit, and here opens up my text box. All right, to begin your text box, or to begin your outline, you want to come over to the tables. Here's the tables. Click the table and give me a 3x3 in there. And there's my 3x3. I just click it and it gives it to me. The first category are help questions. The second category are relevant questions. And the last category is obviously our notes. So let me go in here. I downloaded the extension to Grammarly to Canvas. That way it fixes all my grammar for me. You might want to think about that. Then I come here, I make it bold, and I center it. I probably make it a little bit bigger because it is my heading. And there we go. That part is done. Okay. Help questions are the questions that you ask when you do not understand something. You may not get some of your reading. What did he mean by that? This is where you write the question there. Relevant questions are questions that will possibly show up on a test that are essay questions. So I would look at relevant questions and write those in the idea of what would an essay question about my outline contain. Now, eighth graders, you know them as Bloom's questions. I have not taught the seventh graders Bloom's questions yet because we have not been in school, and it's more difficult to do right now. When we get to school, I will do that. And then the third category is where I will put my notes. So if I take this, put my cursor inside, oops, and let's say I just hit my space bar, it's not going to go any further, okay, which is good. We don't want it to. That's fine. Okay, so over here is my textbooks. We're doing it on section 1.2, which is Augustus and Pax Romana. So I open up my book to those pages. Okay, and here are my pages. The first thing you should always put in your notes section is the first subheading, which is a new empire. Okay, I have the ability to cut and paste, which you guys can't right now. So I would paste that in there, and it looks really big because it's coming in as a header. I want to hit that as a paragraph. Okay, and move it back so it doesn't give me so much space. We should be able to move that up to the top and then center it. I don't know why it's not, but there we go. If I move it there, then I should be able to center. There we go. And I would probably make that bold, or you can get fun and change the color of it or whatever you want. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to hit my return button, and it takes me down, and I'm going to move it to the left. That's called left justify. And I'm going to hit a bullet point, or if you want to do a numberless, go ahead. I prefer bullet points. And here's my first section under a new empire. There's two sections, this little section and this little section. So I'm going to look at here. I'm going to read it. 18-year-old, he was killed or be killed. He survived, thrived, octavian rivals, killed Caesar's assassin, crushed revolts, emerged victorious, rich and powerful, Rome's sole ruler. 4 years later, Senate gave him the name Augustus. Okay, so what is important out of that little something? Octavian took over. Augustus, I should put his name. Augustus took over at 18 years old. Do not want it. My bullet point is there. Okay, so my second one would possibly be defeated rivals and crushed revolts. And then possibly renamed Augustus, which means exalted one. Okay, what else could I put in there that's important? Nothing from that little section, so I come down to this section. He was smarter than Caesar. Who cares? He used his wealth, political skills to take control. Okay, so used wealth and political skills to control army. All right, then the next one I might want to put but Augustus controlled his decisions, controlled all governmental decisions. Okay, and then hit another one, and kings named him sole emperor, made Romans uneasy, they didn't want harsh rule of king. Okay, so like I said, because I put the Grammarly extension in my Chrome and on here, I can actually come in and fix things real fast. That's why I don't worry about my typing. Okay, and this should be the king. Okay, so those are basically that section, a new empire. Okay, so I've done a new empire. Relevant questions. See where the cursor showed up down here? Don't try to move it. It's going to put it in the center of everything. Okay, so relevant questions could be: who did he defeat? Who did Augustus defeat in his aims at protecting Rome? Okay, that's one relevant question. Another relevant question could be, how did he use use wealth and politics to control the army. Okay, those are my relevant questions. Then I'm going to click over here, and you see how I put it in between these two? Okay, that's why I always start in the notes section, then move left. Okay, then help questions. Why did he have to change his name? Maybe that's something that you want to know. All right, so there's my first section. Now, as I go down my book, my second section is peace under Augustus. Okay, peace under Augustus. So here's my text box. I started with a 3, right? So I want to add one below this box. I want to add another down here. So if you look at these things, you can go in here and do that. I wouldn't. This will erase everything. Then this one says insert row before. That would put it up top. I don't want that. Insert row after. That's what I want. So if I click this, you see how it put another row for me. So I'm going to come over to here, and I'm going to put, and I think I did that in green, so I would probably want to do it in green again. Peace. Whoops, hold on. I clicked the wrong thing, so I want X on that, and I want to go to my font, which is peace under Augustus. Okay, and then I would bold that right there, come over here, click down, move it to my left, and hit a bullet point. Then I would come in here and I would get all the information from this reading here and put it in there as well. So I'll just put one. Let's see, important thing, Augustus' reign began, Pax Romana. Augustus began Pax Romana. Now, this is green, so I'm going to come in here and I want to change that back to black. So I'm going to come here and change it to black. Okay. Then I'm going to hit second, and I'm going to say Pax Romana was, well, you don't even have to put, it was 200 years of Roman peace. Okay. And then again, I would put what was Pax Romana. And let me fix that. And then I don't have a help question here, so I don't need one, okay? Then every outline has to have a summary of the section you read. So I would, if you come, let me see. So I would have to put in my summary, and you should be able to, if I would spread this out a little bit more. See this little thing right here, this arrow? If I grab that arrow, it gives me more room to spread it out. And I should, whoops, nope. If you can't get in here, which you should be able to, but I can't because of this. So what I would do is you can add a cell just by, again, insert row after, delete row, insert column after. You could do that. You could insert a column after. Whoops, we don't want that. I want to hit delete column. Okay, it messed up my thing. So I spread it back out. Okay, and just put something below it, insert row after again, and write your summary. You can write it in here or you can write it in here. Okay, so this is where I would write my summary. Okay, and here it is. There's my outline. Okay, so then as I was finished with my outline, now this is not a complete outline because I didn't do all the information here, I would just hit submit assignment. And there it is. And then I can go on to my next assignment if there was one. So then when I actually go into my dashboard, okay, so I go to my dashboard where I'm at, and I have to grade stuff. So I can look for where that outline is that was turned in. Whoops, not that one. Oh, shucks. Sorry, folks. Let me reopen that. It's still there. I could get in really fast. All right, so I would go down here to art. I click the art, and here's the outline that I just completed as a student. I click on it, and that's what my outline looks like when it comes to me as the teacher. I look at it, I read it, I say, yes, they put plenty of information in there. I go, nice job, fantastic job, Mr. C. And I send you a little comment sometimes, and 10, and then that's in my grade book now. Okay, so that is how you do an outline in Mr. Caprero's class. So if you have any questions after viewing the video, office hours start at 11:30 to 12:30, Monday through Thursday. I hope you have a good day, and I'm sure I'll see some of you at 11:30. All right, so have a good day. Take care now.